It seems every time you look up in this city, you see one of these. And for the third time in a row, Toronto has ranked #1 for most cranes in any city in North America. While it is an indication of a strong economy and a developer's paradise, at least one urban designer says a lot more needs to be done to deal with the influx of people to the city. So embedded in Toronto's streets, they've become a feature of sorts, even visitors taken aback by the sheer amount of them towering over the city.
It's grown, though. It's amazing. There's more cranes than ever. Are more people moving here, or just more people moving to the city?
Yes, that was actor Denzel Washington at TIFF in 2014 commenting on the city's growth. Urban designers predict by 2041, 250,000 more people will be living in Toronto. So maybe it makes sense that there are more cranes in the sky here than any other city in North America, an indicator of just how many developments are underway.
The number of cranes in the city of Toronto really is a reflection of the incredible amount of investment that I think people just really recognize the city of Toronto as an incredible place to live.
To accommodate the influx of people, condo buildings have been popping up on the city's skyline for decades. Look how much it has already changed. It has some residents saying enough is enough.
My whole building is now surrounded by other buildings, so it's a bit of a eyesore. When this development is done right here, it makes me want to move. Just because the amount of units going into that building, it looks to be enormous, and it's just going to add that many more people into this area.
Brittany Evans lives in Wellington Place and says not only is traffic terrible, but there aren't enough green spaces in the community. A similar problem just west of the area in Liberty Village.
We put in so many condos, so densely, so quickly, and hardly any public space and hardly any amenities. And now we're struggling to play catch up after the fact.
Urban designer Ken Greenberg says planners need to be thinking about social infrastructure before they begin building condos.
There are growing pains, and we're seized with them, no question. Are we doing enough? No. I think we have to face the fact that we both need to have more sources of revenue. We need to think about raising taxes. I know politicians don't like to talk about that, but currently our ability to maintain our infrastructure. We have a deficit in transit investment. We have a deficit in maintaining public spaces. We have to really bear down with all three levels of government and think about how we fund all those essential services.
Toronto is expected to see a boost in its funding for infrastructure, and currently there are 400 high-rise projects proposed for the city. Now, if you want to hear more on Denzel's thoughts on the growth in the city and his year he spent living here, you can head to our website where we've posted the full interview, toronto.citynews.ca.